about those offerings, Cain being a farmer and Abel is a herdsman. So it's very interesting. Cain brought an offering. This is verses 3 through 5. Cain brought an offering to God from the produce of his farm. Abel also brought an offering, but from the firstborn animals of his herd, choice cuts of meat. God liked Abel and his offering, but Cain and his offering didn't get his approval. Cain lost his temper and went into a sulk. So I'm still trying to get to the bottom of these offerings, right? It's obviously got something to do with what's going on in somebody's heart and their intention and their giving. And obviously Abel had this pure heart, and he was giving in the right heart, to his creator. Cain, on the other hand, and it says there's detail in Abel's giving. He's giving the firstborn animals of his herd and choice cuts of meat. I mean, these are tender meats, Also, it being the firstborn has some significance to Jesus Christ, I'm sure. But it just says for Cain brought an offering to God from the produce of his farm. It doesn't say anything else. Even in the King James Version, or any version, it really doesn't get into the details of what he did. He just gathered, it just seems he maybe just gathered fruit and vegetables or his produce, whatever, and just brought it, and who knows what was really going on in his heart, And he was really upset that God didn't accept it. He saw that his brother was accepted, so that probably even made it worse, him being rejected. But it has something to do with what was going on inside him, like his heart. It has so much to do with what was going on in there. Because God didn't say, it wasn't because it was, the first, the choice cuts, that's just from what Abel had to give, because Abel is a herdsman. This guy, Cain, is a farmer, so what he has, he also has something of value, of an equal value, so to speak, that he could be giving and having God's approval, or respect. And something he did wrong, because God literally lets him know. In verses 6 through 7, God says, he spoke to Cain, "Why this tantrum? Why the sulking? If you do well, won't you be accepted? And if you don't do well, sin is lying in wait for you, ready to pounce. It's out to get you. You've got to master it." This is so true. This is what most people, including myself, everybody's got stuff, that they've had to deal with. But it's just as he said.